Good morning, y'all. So today is the big day. It is Thursday, April 14th. I just dropped our son off at school and now I am heading over to my doctor's appointment. Super nervous, like super nervous. I couldn't really sleep much last night, so I'm sure that's considered to be a given when it's something huge like this. But I prayed and prayed and prayed, and I've been praying for quite some time, and you know, I'm just hoping everything turns out good. I hope when I get there we do this ultrasound. These follicles are huge, and she tells us we can go ahead and order this good sperm and we can get inseminated this weekend. Pull up at the doctor's office. I go in, pay my copay, which I hate paying, but pay my copay. And we sat there for a little minute and waited on the doctor to finish up with a previous patient. And they, the receptionist had us sign some paperwork. So basically, I don't know if this is something that happens at other reproductive offices or institutions or whatever you want to call it, but we had to sign a waiver. Basically, the form meant that my wife was aware of the fact that I'm going to be the one that's inseminated. She asked us, the receptionist asked us if we were legally married, which we are. We got married in North Carolina, which is our home state. And that's basically just what it meant, that she knew that I would be the one that's inseminating, and basically just legally saying she has rights to this child. She is aware of this child. If for whatever reason something was to go wrong with us, she has financial obligations to the child just as well as I do. So we signed the form, waited for a little bit longer, finally got to go back, and we did the ultrasound. When our doctor came in, I was super nervous. Like, I didn't know what to expect, but she did ask me had I been seeing any mucus, and I told her no. And I just laid down on the table and we did the ultrasound. We were looking to see how many eggs had I produced and get measurements of them. So unfortunately, I did not have any eggs on my left side, so no eggs there. But I did have 2 eggs on my right side that measured at 14. And I believe it's millimeters. So it measured at 14. And I asked her, I was like, well, I've been reading and I know that 18 is like the rule of thumb, like the suggested measurement of a mature egg to inseminate. And she told me that I was correct, and that we wouldn't be inseminating like tomorrow or anything like that, because they're only 14 apiece. And so she told me to put my clothes back on, and we talked more after I put my clothes back on. So I did, and then we went to her office, and she basically just gave me a rundown of how to do the trigger shot, which they drew a circle on my butt, and told my wife that she would have to be the one to administer the trigger shot, which she doesn't want to because she hates needles, but she has to because I can't reach it. She told me that I needed to call today and order the sperm by 11 a.m., which I did. As soon as I left the doctor's office, I came home and I went ahead and I ordered the sperm. So I did that so it could be overnighted and delivered to the doctor's office tomorrow by 12, because that's the time that they close. We are instructed to do trigger on Saturday the 16th between 6 and 9 p.m. So we'll do trigger then. And let's see. She told us about how to mix it and everything like that, which is, pretty easy to understand. Which I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and doing a lot of research anyway on how to mix it and make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. Okay, and I told you about the circle that they drew on my butt is where the trigger shot is supposed to be put in. And pretty much we go back Monday the 18th, and that is the day that we inseminate. So Monday the 18th at 7:30 a.m. we do our insemination, and I'm super excited. Like I was ready for this week to go by, for Thursday to get here, and now it's here, and we go to the doctor's appointment and we see everything that's going on. Now I'm kind of like, I'm ready for Monday so we can inseminate. Like it's crazy. I can't believe that we are like at this point, but I'm super ready and I'm super excited, and I just feel like everything is going to work out. Now, if you watch the previous video, not before this one, because that one I believe is just me in the car, but the video before that, when the last video that my wife was in, and we giving you the update about us getting the trigger in the mail and all that different stuff. So, as you know, my wife is very concerned about us having multiples. And actually today, while we were in the doctor's office, we were doing the ultrasound, and like I said, I have 2 eggs on my right side. And my doctor asked me, she just said, you know, how old are you? And I said, I'm 26. So she didn't really say anything else. She just goes over to the left side, and she's like, well, we don't see any there, so we do have 2 eggs. So, you know, she took the thingy out and turned the light on, and we started talking, and she was like, well, when we take the trigger shot, of course, the trigger is going to release both eggs. We inseminate Monday, there's a chance that both eggs could fertilize. And she was like, you have a 5% chance of getting twins. And my wife was like, hold on, wait, what? And it was so funny because her facial expression was priceless. Like, it was so priceless. And she was just like, hold on, can you just repeat that again? And for that reason, I think is why she asked me my age, because it's more prone, I'm assuming, with my age, it's more prone for me to have twins than a woman that's older than me. Of course, you know, the closer you are to 30 or over 30, I believe it's a lot harder for you to be able to conceive. And so she was like, yeah, that's that 5% chance, you know, that both eggs will fertilize. So 1% chance that one of the eggs will not stick. Of course, you know, with insemination, it's a possibility that neither egg will stick to the uterine wall, which she said my uterine wall looked very well. The lining looked really good. And so, yeah, it's kind of like we're going through this process to get one healthy baby, but we might just come out with 2. And it's weird. Like, I don't want twins. We don't want twins. But at the same time, it's like, if we get 2, it's like I said before, God wouldn't bless us with something that he doesn't feel like we could handle. So if we get 2, then we're just going to be parents of 3. And if we get 1, we'll just be parents of 2. But the upside to it, I told my wife, I was like, well, if we do have twins, you know, at least we don't have to worry about trying again. That's the upside to it. We don't have to worry about trying again. So I got home, and I ordered my sperm, and I got that out the way. It will be at my doctor's office tomorrow by 12 noon. And then we trigger Saturday between 6 and 9, and we go back to the office Monday at 7:30 to do our insemination. Say hey, babe. Are you nervous?
No, I'm excited. You nervous?
Kinda.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm not nervous. I'm excited.
Super excited.
I'm gonna be a parent. I'm gonna be a parent.
Really? That's your dance?
What?
Really? That's your dance?
Yep. Is it gonna make you feel better?
What?
Am I gonna make you feel better by doing it?
Yeah.
Look, yeah, it is.
I love you.
I love you too. What's wrong?
Nothing.
You want a hug?
No.
Easy. Easy, easy.
Lemon squeezy.
Even though I didn't know how I was going to be here this long.
Yeah. Y'all, we've been up since, well, my appointment was at 7:30. And what time is it now?
We got up at 6:15.
Yeah, 6:15.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, well, we still haven't started yet. And we both have to go to work today. But
All day.
it's okay. We will be back.
You gonna say something? Alright, we're doing our 10-minute wait. We just got done our first examination. Nervous as crap. But I'm really hoping that this definitely is something very special that happens to us.
Yep.
I love you. You okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. So she said that the sperm was really good. It was 14 million. The sperm bank that we went through, they usually guarantee over 10 million. And she was like, because it's frozen, there will be some dead ones in there. So it took a little bit longer for them to clean it up and everything. But yeah, so she said it was 14 million. And I took my ovulation test yesterday. We triggered Saturday, which I'll insert video of that and everything. Not the actual trigger, but you know what we used and everything. Yeah, and then I tested again this morning to make sure I was ovulating, and I am. And I don't know if it's just because of the way I slept, but my back feels like my lower back is kind of, it hurts a little, like sore. And then I'm a little crampy, just a smidge, a little crampy. But yeah, it wasn't bad. I thought it was gonna be like painful. It wasn't painful at all. She said
It was quick.
Yeah, it was very quick. It didn't even take 5 minutes. She said that my cervix looks really good, and then I had mucus, a lot of mucus, which is a good thing too. So yeah, so I'm excited now. We just have to wait for 2 weeks. You love me?
Yep.
So now, yeah, we just wait for 2 weeks, and Monday we'll come back for progesterone testing, blood testing, and then we'll come back that following Monday for the for the pregnancy test. Yeah, do another blood or labs for pregnancy test.
It's gonna be the longest 2 weeks of my damn life.
Yeah, it's gonna be really long 2 weeks. So yeah, we're just gonna sit here for 10 minutes
And try to enjoy each other before we go to work.
Yeah, enjoy each other before we go to work. And I have my hips elevated. She said it takes about a minute.
I'm not gonna get all that. I see you.
She said it takes like a minute for the sperm to travel down the tubes. So I'm gonna be sitting here for the next 10 minutes. And I get to keep my vial. I wanted to keep it, so we get to keep the vial.
Can you give me show the vial?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna put the camera on me so